Hello people, welcome back to Kayla Creates. I'm Kayla, and today I'm going to be giving kind of a life update and talking about my college majors. I've switched majors 3 times. I also have an announcement at the end of this video, which is why I decided to just kind of give a life update and talk about my college majors because it ties in. This video is going to be completely unscripted. I needed to record it today. I didn't have time to write everything up and do that, and so, here we are. Hopefully it'll be okay. It'll be a little bit messy probably, but hopefully it won't be a complete waste of time because, again, I do have that announcement. I'm very excited for it. And also, maybe it'll help some of you guys with, picking majors or something. So when I first started college, my major was psychology, and I wanted to be a criminal psychologist and do behavioral analysis. But then as I realized what I wanted to do with my life outside of my career, it just didn't feel right, and so I switched my major to journalism, and I wanted to do investigative journalism. I've been following the Daybell case fairly closely, and Nate Eaton has been doing a majority of the reporting on it, and he was a big inspiration to me. I wanted to be able to go out and do the amount of kind of investigating in a way that he has and reporting on it, and then it would be a way for me to still kind of be involved in that area, I guess. But then that ended up not feeling right either. So then I switched my major to video production. And obviously I love video editing. But then when I was looking into video editor jobs, I realized most of them didn't even require a degree, just a year of experience. So I was like, I have 5 years of experience. If I don't need to go to college to be able to get a good job like this, why should I go to college at all? I hate school. I had senioritis my junior year of high school. So if I didn't really need a degree to get a good job, why would I keep going to school? Like, obviously a degree helps. I don't want to feel like I'm wasting my money and time getting a degree for a job that I could have done without college. So then I took a break for several months. I didn't do any classes. I just wanted to work and come home and focus on my hobbies. There were a lot of factors playing into the decision of just not taking classes instead of straight up dropping out, but mainly I just didn't want to make a huge decision like that and then end up deciding that I wanted to switch again. And back when I first started college, I promise this is relevant, just hear me out. I made this flower board. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen, but I basically just took a bunch of fake flowers and glued them to cardboard and hung it up on my wall. I just thought it would be a cute decoration for my new empty apartment. So I sent a picture to my mom, and she thought it looked really, really good, and she wanted me to show my grandma, who is a florist. I was like, okay, it's not that good. Come on, it's just a bunch of fake flowers glued to some cardboard. It's nothing special, But she was insistent that I show my grandma, and that my grandma would be really proud. And so then when I was considering switching majors again and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, she was like, why don't you just go into floral design? And for months I was like, no, that's not what I want to do. I've never really been into floral design. I love flowers, but I've never really considered doing that for a career because I would just rather do something else. I don't know, I guess there's nothing wrong with it, but video production though, And so I was like, nah, whatever. And every single time I was like, I'm switching my major again, I don't know what I want to do, she'd be like, why don't you just switch your major to floral design? Every single time she'd bring it up. It wasn't that often, but to me it felt like every single time I brought up, I don't know what I want to do with my life, she'd be like, floral design. So then I took my break, I stopped taking classes, and I was still not sure what I wanted to do. So like I said, my grandma is a florist and she worked for a local flower shop, and during my break from classes they had to shut down, and so I was like, I love flowers, maybe they'll have some bouquets on sale. So I went to go look at whatever discounts they had. I was just like, I'll just buy myself some flowers if they're gonna be cheap. And I ended up buying this plant that I saw a couple months earlier that I thought was really cool, but I was like, I'm not gonna be able to keep it alive. I don't have a green thumb, I'm gonna kill it. But I ended up buying it because it was half off. I was like, I might as well try it. It looks cool, it'll be good for my apartment. It was a Chinese money plant. And so when I brought it home and started looking up how to take care of it and actually taking care of it, I was like, hey, this is kind of fun. I kind of like plants. And so I went to the plant shop that we have on my college campus and I got one more, and then I got another one. And then when I realized that I'd been keeping that one alive, I got another one. and then another one. And as I started buying all these plants, I was like, you know, floral design could be fun. And when I thought about going back to school and taking floral design classes instead of video production classes, it sounded a lot more appealing to me. It sounded actually like fun, and I was eager to learn about it. Alright, so basically I did a terrible job trying to explain what I mean in this next part. So I'm just going to do it now, and hopefully it'll make more sense. It's still kind of confusing, but hopefully it'll make more sense today. Basically, one of the big reasons that I took my break was because I was like, I don't need a degree for video editing. Most of these jobs only require like a year of experience. I have a lot more than that. And while I also don't really need a degree for floral design to get a good job either, when I thought about going back to take video editing versus floral design classes, the floral design classes sounded a lot more appealing, and I was also worried about just going through life without a degree. So if I was going to go back and get a degree, then it might as well be something I actually enjoy or think that I would enjoy, which would be floral design. Another thing was I'm also doing video production as a hobby right now. Obviously, like, I have my YouTube channel and everything. If I went into a career in video production, I would be doing somebody else's commercials, and I just feel like I'd rather do my own videos as a hobby. Floral design also seems a little bit harder to do as a hobby because yes, I can buy all the flowers, I can bring them home, make my own bouquets, but then what am I going to do with them? It's just a lot easier to go into a shop, have them provided for me, then make them there and sell them. Now, circling back to all those plants that I bought, I realized I liked houseplants just as much as I liked flowers, and whenever I would bring home a new plant, I would get so excited to tell my roommates about it. And I had this one friend that every time I brought home a new plant, he would ask, is it toxic? Can I eat it? Because I told him that, oh yeah, like people eat roses, like, I mean, those are edible. And he was like, whoa, is that edible? Is that one edible? Even before he'd come over, I would look up and see if it was toxic and tell him whether or not it was edible. And it was just really fun to look into it and be able to tell people about it. And I was like, what if I took this a little bit further? And so I am starting a plant shop / plant education account. If you know me personally, then feel free to reach out and I will show you what I've got. And if you have no idea who I am in real life and you just like watching my videos, then I will link my plant account in the description, and you can go and learn a bunch of care tips and plant facts there. My shop is called Ivy Vines Plant Haven, and that's my handle on every platform. And I don't really plan on making it into this like huge thing. I'm just going to keep it local, keep it to farmers markets. I mean, if I've got friends and family that want a plant, then, you know, I'll keep it there. And I'm not gonna do anything huge with it, but it's been huge for me with taking something that I love and turning it into something bigger. And I'm really, really excited to have been able to get that started. And, you know, even if I can't sell to a bunch of people on the internet, I can at least educate people and share my love for this hobby and share what I've learned about keeping and growing houseplants over the past little bit. So go give my account a follow, and I would really appreciate your support. And again, very helpful plant tips there. So go follow if you are into plants or want to get into plants. I've got a lot of good stuff there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I know that was kind of a long-winded way to just end up saying, hey, I have a plant account / shop now. And even though I didn't share specific tips on how to pick your major, I hope that my story at least helps somebody feel like, okay, I'm not alone in switching my major a bajillion times, or I'm not alone in not knowing what I want to do. And I'm gonna end things there. Thank you so much for watching / listening. Please subscribe to this channel, and again, I will have my plant accounts linked in the description. Please go follow and subscribe there. Stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!